Welcome to Continental Championship Wrestling, home of the National Wrestling Alliance, featuring champions from throughout the continental United States. And now to your host, world-renowned wrestling commentator, Gordon Soley.
Thank you. Thank you so very, very much, and welcome to another hour of Continental Championship Wrestling. We do have the Continental Tag Team Championship coming up momentarily. Also, if there is time, we'll be seeing Dr. Tom Pritchard in action. Also, we have some interesting things coming up with concerning Brenda. Oh, what's the matter?
Hold everything on. I know me and Jerry Stubbs are supposed to be on the opening show. He's got the opening match, but he's not here. He's coming all the way from Japan.
Well, that looks like a forfeit.
I've never asked you to do anything for me, and I'm asking you now. Please move the match back. He's on the way. He's got to travel 12,000 miles, all right? He will be here tonight. All right? Give me that much, all right, Gordon? Come on. Give me a break.
Well,
come on.
Well, all right, I'll tell you what. And let's see if we can do some rescheduling. Let me talk to Steve, our director. Steve, can we move Pritchard up? We can. All right. I'll tell you what then.
I appreciate Jerry Stubbs will be here. I promise you that. Jerry will be here.
Okay. All right. Well, we were scheduled to go with the Continental Tag Team Championship, the Nightmares, against the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony, and, of course, Jerry Stubbs. But I frankly have to go along with that. Weather conditions around the world are not the best right now, and consequently, if Jerry Stubbs has been delayed and his suspension is up, let's give him that benefit of the doubt, shall we? We've got a most interesting situation upcoming a little bit later on regarding the exotic Adrian Street and his, what should I say, housemaid, valet, or what have you. All of that, much, much more upcoming. Right now, though, we have our first matchup coming, and it will be now Dr. Tom Pritchard going up against Larry Hamilton, so let's go to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, now at ringside, he is from Houston, Texas, 225 pounds, Dr. Tom Pritchard. And ladies and gentlemen, the United States Junior Heavyweight Champion, 228 pounds from Tampa, Florida, Thunderbolt Larry Hamilton.
Gene Williams, the referee now. He's the official in there going to officiate this match between Tom Pritchard, former U.S. Junior champion, and Larry Hamilton, the current U.S. Junior Heavyweight champion. I'd like to remind you about Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Shake, Wrestle, and Roll, I should say. Shake, Wrestle, and Roll. Tonight, Alabama Theater. Exotic Adrian Street will be there. Yours truly, Straight Talk Band, a host of others. It's going to be quite a night. Pritchard now, not too anxious to mix it up with Hamilton. Now they lock up, and it's Pritchard using that knee very effectively. And Hamilton fires back, hard right hand. Pritchard getting a side headlock. Hamilton fires him off, leapfrog. Wow, what a backdrop. Beautiful. Ring over takedown. Actually, a spin over takedown. And Pritchard leaves the ring. Pritchard in the powder blue trunks, leaving the ring area. Pritchard moving back inside once again. head scissors now by Larry Hamilton. I remember watching Larry when he wrestled for the University of Tampa. That was before the Sparks. He's a fine competitor. Went on to become state champion in his weight class. Right now, he's keeping that head scissors firmly locked around the somewhat ego-swollen head of Tom Pritchard. On their feet, Gene Williams trying to maintain some order. Pritchard again leaving the ring. He's pretty adept at that, I might point out. Pritchard now ducking under those ring ropes, and he's stalling for time. No question about the fact that Pritchard is definitely stalling for time. Now Pritchard meets him, collar and elbow. Side headlock into a hip lock takedown by Larry Hamilton. U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion, looking good. Takedown by Hamilton. Mr. Pritchard has been having his problems. Back into the far turnbuckle now. Continental Championship Wrestling, bringing you the very finest in wrestling competition. Pritchard, of course, originally out of Texas. And Pritchard right now beginning to look pretty strong. He's dished out a good share of punishment here. Pritchard on Larry Hamilton. Hamilton now caught in a rear chin lock. Now notice the way Pritchard has underhooked the near arm. Pressure on the base of the skull. And Hamilton turned that around very nicely, but Pritchard goes for a head scissors. Hamilton slips away from it.
5 minutes gone in the match. 5 minutes gone.
Backs away. Pritchard lashed out with a boot, but Hamilton caught it coming in. Brother, did he connect with a roundhouse right, a left jab, another left, and another left, and another left. And a backyard right hand that took Tom Pritchard out on the concrete. Well, the referee somewhat justifiably upset, I suppose, but by the same token, Hamilton had put up with so much punishment. Pritchard. Hooks and ankle, and now it is a battle between the two of them outside the ring. A slugfest, if you will. Now it's Pritchard gouging at the eyes. Well, now, wait a minute. We've got a count going on. We've got a count going on. They battled outside the ring. Gene Williams stole the count. It is, oh. Clover, the referee, is trying to officiate that there is no match in progress. This is a battle between these two men. They really don't care. Now Pritchard beats a hasty repeat. Both men disqualified, and we'll be back in a moment. A lot of people have asked me for the definition of the flagpole match, and I thought that the best way to do this would be get the man himself, Wildcat Wendell Cooley, and have him explain the full particulars of this most unusual match.
Well, actually, Gordon, it's a very unusual match. It's my first time ever competing in one of these kind of matches, but actually it's a two-part match. You see, you've got two flags on top of the pole up here. You got a German flag and an American flag, and you've got that coal miner's glove. Now, what you've got to do is be able to beat your man down enough to climb that pole, get the glove, and come down with the glove, and you may use it any way you like. You've got to beat your man and leave him laying out long enough to go back up the pole, bring down your flag, and cover your man with it. Now, I'll show you how it goes. I'm going to go up and get the glove.
All right, fair enough. Wildcat Wendell Cooley gets set moving up on that pole, and he moves up very well, I might add. All right. He's got the coal miner's glove. Now then, when he brings this down, then you can use this glove in any manner you choose.
That's right, Gordon. This is step one right here. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to put it on my hand, and I'm going to knock Chris Von Colt out cold. And I'm going to go back up the pole. I'm going to get the American flag and bring it down and cover him with it.
All right, so just imagine now that Chris Von Colt is laying in the middle of the ring. Out cold, Wildcat Wendell Cooley going up to the top of the flagpole once again, and getting Old Glory itself, and getting set to bring that down. Wait a minute. Cooley, watch it. Watch it. Oh, come on. No, there won't be any. Hey, that's enough. That's enough of that. No, we won't have this. No, sir. Cut away. Cut away. Let's go to a commercial. Championship Wrestling returns to Montgomery, Alabama on Sunday, February 22nd. Match time is 3 p.m. in the afternoon at the Civic Center. It's the 8th annual Day of Champions. Continental Championship, the Tennessee Stud against Buddy Landell. Texas Deathmatch, Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden against the New Guinea Headhunters. In a Southeastern title, the exotic Adrian Street against Rip Rogers. Continental Tag title, the Nightmares against Jerry Stubbs and the Dirty White Boy. Flag match, Wendell Cooley against Chris Von Colt, Larry Hamilton against Tom Pritchard. I want to take a moment right now to talk to these gentlemen who are with me, talking about Larry Hamilton and the Alabama heavyweight champion, Mr. Wildcat Wendell Cooley. Larry, obviously, this man, Tom Pritchard, still wants that U.S. junior title.
Mr. Soley, somebody better give Tom Pritchard a quarter and let him call and find out something about me. He wondered a couple of weeks ago how I would do with a tape fist match with my knuckles in the air. I guess tonight he found out I could take care of myself. Now, if you want a title match next Monday night here in Birmingham or anywhere in the world, I will give it to him, and I'll accept any challenge he got for me.
Fair enough.
Well, you know, before I was so rudely interrupted, Chris Von Colt, the bottom line is, son, I'm going to go get the glove and I'm going to knock your butt out. And I'm going to cover you with the American flag at the top.
All right, let's go to the ring, please.
I took your American flag and I ripped it to shreds. I don't know if you people seen it or not, but the next time I get around Cooley and that American flag, I'll throw up on it and I'll stuff it right down his throat because he's no good.
I just want to say a couple things to you, Larry Hamilton. I can out-wrestle you, I can out-fight you, I can out-dress you, and I can get more women than you ever seen in your life, pal. So if you want to come on and take me on, I'll take my fist and I'll knock you out any day in a week. Remember that, pal.
Well, we've heard some interesting comments from Mr. Pritchard and from Chris Von Colt, and obviously some equally interesting comments from Wildcat Wendell Cooley and Larry Hamilton. I can assure you of this, that Mr. Cooley, Mr. Hamilton will meet any challenge forthcoming. You know, in the past couple of weeks, a gentleman by the name of Doug Furness who in my opinion is one of the strongest men in the world, has been beset with more than one kind of problem of late, particularly one concerning Kevin Sullivan.
Hey, we've heard enough about that bogus football player from UT, baby. Let's talk about the real stud, the Tennessee stud, that nature boy, Buddy Landell. Look at this surprise right here, Gordon. Huh? What do you think about that, baby, huh? We've heard enough about that power lifter. Let's talk about a real man, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Landell. I did not have it on my format to talk to you at all, but I do have some videotape comments from Doug Furness that I think really ought to be heard at this time. So let's go to that videotape, shall we?
Kevin Sullivan, son, you looking for the Battle of Knoxville, you come to the right place. Next time it's just going to be me and you. You're not going to have one of your goons to hide behind the whole match. Chris Von Colt, if that's the best friend you've got, I'd be sleeping with one eye open, son. Sullivan, next time, it's going to be you and I. You're not going to be able to run. It's going on right in the ring. Just you and me. I'm going to take your head, son, and we'll take it down to the boys at the club, and we're going to play basketball with it.
Well, fair enough. And those comments from Doug Furness and out.
Look here, baby. I'm going to tell you what it's all about. It's about nature boy Buddy Landell, the new Tennessee stud, Daddy. And this guy down here, if you can't see him from here, he's saying, Mr. Landell, please come down here and give me a wrestling lesson. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Why don't you watch and see how a real man does? Oh.
Hey, stand by in the ring. Gene Williams, our referee, stand by. Mr. Landell is on his way down. Let's go to the ring at this time, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing parts unknown, weight unknown, the Starfighters. And apparently his opponent, Mr. Buddy Landell.
I don't know who this young, quote, starfighter is, but I'll bet you he feels right now like he was in a different galaxy. Ooh, brother, he got caught coming off the ropes. Landell was all fired up. He's got the Tennessee Stud's mask, but how long he's going to have that remains to be seen. Landell down across his chest, really putting a lot of hurt on him. Aha! Goes for the figure four. Went for the figure four. One of the most dangerous holds in professional wrestling. And Landell put it on like an expert. No question about that. And so, Buddy Landell picks up a quick victory there. For the official word, let's turn it over to our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in the time of 52 seconds, Buddy Landell.
Let's take another look at that in slow motion. You'll see what I'm talking about. Perfect application of that figure four. You've got to hand it to Landell. He has the perfect execution of the figure four. That is a submission hold, and he scored very effectively with it. Very rarely has any one wrestler caused so many problems as the appearance of Buddy Landell into the Continental area, which was proven not too long ago in Knoxville, Tennessee, when the Tennessee Stud was being spoken for on this program by Ron Fuller. Once again, Landell had his cane involved.
Well, that's right. He sure did. And they got to the stud again, and this time he got the mask off of the stud, which nobody's been able to do. And if you think you're going to sport around that mask, Landell, I got a message for you delivered from the Tennessee Stud that you're going to have that mask stuck where the sun don't shine, Daddy, if he finds it anywhere on your body.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's take a look at that situation as it happened, and perhaps we'll have a little better handle as to exactly what Ron Fuller is talking about regarding the Tennessee Stud. This, of course, was a six-man tag team match, Robert.
That's right. As you see right there, I just made the tag to the Tennessee Stud. I was lacerated and bleeding pretty bad at this spot because I had been double-teamed and triple-teamed the entire match. And I'm sick of these guys. I'm sick of being double-teamed. I want to do something about it, Gordon. You see the Tennessee Stud taking care of business right here, along with my cousin, Jimmy Golden.
Yeah, Jimmy, looks like you've got things pretty well under control, but things are going on outside the ring.
Well, it was a real war here, Gordon. As Robert said, he's bleeding. I felt like we done some good in this thing, and this beautiful buddy here, he's really been a thorn in our side, brother, especially for the Tennessee Stud, as you're going to see coming up here. This thing's a little bit wild here, Gordon, out on the floor. People's whipping us with belts. We're in and out. But like I said, I felt like we did some good things, not over with, but we're going to get right, brother.
Well, if you look right here, if you watch very closely here, you're going to see Robert in the ring there, and he's going to shoot this headhunter across the ring, and the old stud drop kicks him right in the mush, and I think the stud hurt his back here. You see him going back down there. Robert gets the count, the 3 counts, and if you watch C. Landell here come in 1, 2, not twice, but 3 times, and the third one looked like it was right in the back of the head, and almost knocked him unconscious, and everybody gets involved in it here. At that point, the match is over. We're the official winners with the Tennessee stud, Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden. C. Landell sneak back in here and pull his mask off a man that's already unconscious, which doesn't take much to do that. If you're going to beat somebody in the head with a stick, you might as well go ahead and pull their mask off afterward. That's the type of competitor Landell is. And you can see here it's a wild match. It got completely out of hand. The cane's being used again. Everybody's got belts, everything else. You can get out of that. I think we've seen enough of that. That's enough to know, just like I said before, I'm delivering you a message, Buddy Landell. I hope you're out there listening, boy. The Tennessee stud had to tell you, Landell, that when he gets his hands around your neck, if it's for the Continental Championship or whatever type of match it is, be it the Night of Champions or whatever event it is, Landell, your butt is in a heap of trouble, son. You're going to get your butt kicked royally, and the Tennessee stud is going to do it. Now, as far as the mask you stole from him, if it ends up being shown any place, under any circumstances other than on the head of the Tennessee stud, you're just going to add fuel to the fire, Daddy, and your butt's going to get burned that much worse for it.
I think the warning has been served, and we'll be back after we pause.
Eat it.
You can...
All of you, of course, that Continental Championship Wrestling is coming to Prattville, Alabama. That'll be this coming Wednesday night. That's at the new National Guard Armory. All of your favorite TV wrestling stars will be there, and it promises to be quite a night of competition. Plus, in Montgomery, a week from Sunday, that'll be on February 22nd, 3 p.m. in the Civic Center. It will be the Tennessee stud against Buddy Landell. Continental title on the line. Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden, Texas Death Tag Team match against the New Guinea Headhunters.
That's right. You know, we're going to be in Platteville, too. For those people who want to see us over there, we're going to have the opportunity probably to meet these New Guinea Headhunters, and, baby, we're going to be looking forward to it. And as for Montgomery and the death match goes, that means falls don't count, huh, Jimmy? And when we beat these guys, they're going to have 10 count to answer the bell, and if they don't get up by that, they're out, baby, and they're going to be just that out.
I like it. I like it. I like the way it sounds. You know, we have taken some of the sting out of them since we've been back together.
Yes.
The Tennessee stud, Robert Fuller, and Jimmy Golden. When we get to Prattville, I'm looking forward to being there. And in Montgomery, Texas death match, brother. Be ready.
I don't have a whole lot to say on behalf of the stud, except it's cane-breaking time, Daddy, except I'm going to bring myself an old Tennessee ugly stick. It's going to be a lot bigger and badder than that cane, and it's going to be on your head, Landell.
Let's listen to what Mr. Landell has to say.
Okay, all you dirt farmers out there in Prattville, this Wednesday, baby, Continental Championship Wrestling coming your way. And then, Sunday afternoon, Montgomery, Alabama, the Headhunters in a Texas death match. The Nature Boy Buddy Landell presents the Headhunters, baby. They're going to take your heads off in the Fuller and Golden in the Texas death match. And then Fuller, baby, look, there's the real Tennessee stud, the Nature Boy Buddy Landell. You know what I done to you? Crack sticks over your back. Unmask you, baby. You know what's going to happen to you. Look out, Montgomery.
Sunday the 22nd in Montgomery, 3 p.m. at the Civic Center, and, of course, Wednesday night.
Look out, Headhunters in Prattville. Look out, Montgomery, because we're coming that way.
Let me call the hustler Rip Rogers in right now because I have something very special that I want to show him, something that I think might feel of a great deal of interest. I know that you've been somewhat concerned over the whereabouts of your valet. You know perfectly well, of course, that the exotic Adrian Street has been employing her, if you will, but I want you to see the kind of treatment that she's getting right now. Let's take a look, shall we?
Don't stir the pot, Soley.
Mr. Stoley, sir, yes, it's very nice to hear from you. No, I'm awake. Yes, Sir Cedric Everhart sends his very best regards, so does Diane and Prince Charles. Yes, of course, yes. Oh, the Fleabag, how is she working out? Well, yes, we're trying to put her through her paces. Miss Linda suggested we should give her some lessons in actually speaking properly, but I said I had a much better idea. We'd just get her to shut up. That terrible voice, that squeaky voice of hers, absolutely grates on my nerves. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Gordon. Yes. Okay, yes. Yeah, it's very nice hearing from you. Thank you very much. Yes, and you. Best regards to your wife. Bye, yes, okay. Bye, Mrs. Soley. Miss Linda, it's breakfast time. Let's just have a look to see how the new maid is making out. Mr. Gordon Soley's just been on the phone. He was asking for you. I told him you're very, very well. And as far as the flea bag's concerned, let's put us through a paces, shall we?
Yes, I think that
It's breakfast time. Mm-hmm.
Breakfast! Time to serve breakfast, flea bag! Come on! Come on, come on!
Just set it down here. Well, this is a mess. I think I'll go on that diet after all.
Yes.
Now, how long has she been up?
Since about 5 o'clock.
Have you done the yard work? Have you done the washing? You haven't? Miss Linda, set her about her paces, and be very careful of her. She probably can't bite you, but I should imagine she could give you a very nasty suck.
I went to a dance Saturday night. Now I've been around and I've seen a few sights, but standing right in front of me was the biggest darn girl I'm ever likely to see. She was a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. 6'3" and definitely a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. I asked her to dance, she shook her fist, grabbed my hand and strained my wrist, dragged me onto the disco floor. Suddenly I didn't want to dance anymore. She knocked me down with a forearm jab and pulled me into a Boston crab, rolled me into a stranglehold, and obviously I didn't need to be told she was a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. 6'3" and definitely a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. I grabbed her arm but lost my grip. Next thing I knew was an Irish whip. With her foot on my throat I could see at a glance that it wasn't any dancing school that taught her to dance. A crowd gathered round when they heard the noise. I knew I should have stuck with the boys. She had me in a headlock and I couldn't break free. Then she took a deep breath and everybody could see she was a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. 6'3" and definitely a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. Now the years have gone by, so long since we met, but a girl like that is very hard to forget. Now I'm out of the plaster cast. The scars will go, but the memory will last of that mighty big girl for her age. Mighty big girl for her age. 6'3" and definitely a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. I wouldn't go out with her again, even if she was as pretty as me. Mind you, her brother seems like a nice boy. She was a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. 6'3" and definitely a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age.
Well, very frankly, I more than somewhat amazed after that phone call from Adrian. I certainly didn't expect anything like this.
Enough of this, Street. Street, I know this is your idea. I'm telling you one thing, Street. Next week, I'm challenging you, baby. My valet's the #1 valet in all professional wrestling. You're making fun of her. You're making fun of me. Well, I'm the Southeastern champion. Always will be, baby. And I'm telling you, Street, I'm bringing $10,000 of my hard-earned money next week on TV, Street. And if you've got any guts at all, I'm challenging you. I want my valet back. She's the #1 valet in all professional wrestling. You're not going to embarrass her. You're not going to embarrass me. I'm the #1 man around here. And Street, come on down, because that $10,000 is up. I want my valet back next week on TV.
All right, so the challenge has been made. 10,000 against the resumed services of Miss Brenda along with the hustler Rip Rogers. Well, we'll see if the exotic Adrian Street answers that particular challenge. We have the Continental Tag Team Championship upcoming. Let's go to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this television event is one fall with television time remaining. It is for the Continental Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, from Bucksnort, Tennessee, 235 pounds, the Dirty White Boy. His partner, also from Bucksnort, Tennessee, 245 pounds, Lynn Denton. They are the original Dirty White Boys. And ladies and gentlemen, Continental Tag Team Champions from the US of A, 431 pounds, the Nightmares.
All right, the Nightmares set to defend their title now in this Continental Tag Team Championship. I might point out that Jerry Stubbs has still not made an appearance, and so Len Denton is taking his place. So it will be the Dirty White Boys going up against the Nightmares. Continental Tag Team Championship on the line. And by the way, Mr. Pritchard made a challenge a little bit earlier about the best dressed contest between himself and Larry Hamilton. Larry Hamilton has accepted that challenge, so we'll see what happens. And a special first anniversary greetings to Tommy and Linda Blake. First anniversary for those two. Our congratulations. Tony Anthony locking it up with a Nightmare. And a quick full arm drag and twist into a full arm bar. Look at Anthony, however. Good scoop on that. Slap across the face. And Anthony thought he was a step ahead, but the Nightmare was right there with Len Denton catching the Nightmare from behind. And now we've got all four of them in the ring at one time. So we've got a wild and woolly one going here now. All four men in the ring at the same time. A bit of a do-si-do here, and once again, the Nightmares well ahead of the situation. A pair of atomic knee drops. Tony Anthony going after the Continental Tag title along with Len Denton, and you see the two of them there, the Dirty White Boys, talking. The Nightmares, of course, the tag team champions, had fully expected to meet Jerry Stubbs and Tony Anthony, but Mr. Stubbs, as I said earlier, not yet arrived. At this point in time, I would have to write him off the books. Tag is made. Denton moves in. Denton. Elbow into the biceps and triceps of the Nightmare. Referee is Joe Carr. And the crowd very solidly behind the Nightmare. There's no question about that. car, reminding him about the use of fists, as rightly he should do. I don't know, if I were Buddy Landell, I would not be running around with the Tennessee Studs mask and bragging about the fact that he had taken the Studs' place. I think that would have to be dangerous. Tennessee Studs got to catch up with it. Beautiful move now by the Nightmare. Stepping off the ropes. He catches him with the back of the elbow. Ooh, that one on the belt line, and one that rocks the Nightmare. Nightmare in trouble. Once again, the tag is made, and so the Nightmare's teamwork is beginning to pay off, keeping Denton tied up. Brought him up, full scoop into a slam, and he makes the tag. And a good spin under takedown. We're going to have to break away here and let the stations make a couple of dollars. And after that, we'll be back. And should a pinfall or a submission hold occur while we're gone, our cameras will have it. We'll have it for you in instant replay. So we will be back in just a few moments. Remind all of you, of course, wrestling will be coming to Prattville, Alabama. And that'll be this coming Wednesday night at the new National Guard Armory. Match time is 8 p.m. All of your favorite television wrestling stars will be on hand. And, by the way, Montgomery, Alabama, Sunday, February 22nd. That's next Sunday, 3 p.m. at the Civic Center. And in a Southeastern Championship match, the exotic one, Adrian Street, against the hustler, Rip Rogers.
Well, Will Rogers said, Gordon, that he never met a man he didn't like. I've never met a man I couldn't lick. And that goes double for you, Rogers.
I think he's made his point abundantly clear.
Well, that's right. A week from Sunday, Gordon. That's a week from today. I'm going to be in Montgomery, and we're going to have a flag match, Von Colt. And I want to explain that a little bit, Gordon. It's actually a two-part match. What we're going to do is take this glove and put it back on a pole with two flags, and that's meaning the American flag and the German flag. Now, you got to go up the pole, come down with this glove, and knock your man out and able to climb back up the pole, bring down a flag, and cover him. That's exactly what I'm going to do, Colt. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to cover you with stars and stripes, baby.
All right, and Cat Collins will be the special referee for that event. Well, let's listen to these divergent views.
One time and one time only, Prattville. That's right, Prattville, I'm talking to you. For one time, you're going to see the hustler Rip Rogers come to your town. That's right, Wednesday. But what's on my mind is Montgomery and that Southeastern heavyweight title, baby. So Montgomery at 3 p.m., baby. Street, come on down, bring Miss Linda, and bring my valet, Miss Brenda Britton, and I'll take my Southeastern heavyweight title. So Prattville, I'm coming your way, baby. And Montgomery, look out, baby, because here I come.
The hell with Wendell Cooley and the hell with the American flag. The German flag will fly right over your body. What do you think I'm going to do after I knock you out? I'm going to walk on your face.
If you want to see such stars as Wildcat, Wendell Cooley, Jimmy Golden, Robert Fuller, and many, many more, be in Prattville, Alabama this coming Wednesday night at the new National Guard Armory. And don't forget Montgomery on the 22nd. Neither team able to score a pinfall or a submission hold, but as you can see, a little bit of double teaming going on there with the Nightmares. Little payback on the Dirty White Boys. Anthony dishing out some punishment now. The Nightmares retaliating. He really jarred the lumbar section of his spine.
5 minutes gone, 5 minutes and last of the match.
All right. Neither team thus far really has had any marked advantage in the match. Remember the Continental Tag Team Championship on the line. Ooh, wait a minute. The tide of battle may have just turned, I'm not sure. Nightmare hurtling through space, caught that turnbuckle. beginning to take issue here, and doing it rather effectively, I might point out. Len Denton taking every advantage possible. Trying to set him for a high souffle, very quick souffle, as a matter of fact. Hooks the far leg. Neck breaker, and this may be all she wrote. We may have new champions. Nelson powered out before the count. But I'll tell you what, the Nightmares are just a New York second away from losing that title. Len Denton, Tony Anthony, the Dirty White Boys, and they do have things pretty well under control here. Double teaming on the Nightmare. Lateral press, hooks the far leg. No Carr down there, but Carr was having his problems with Denton. Anthony uncorked a hard right hand. They bring him up again, a full body slam on the Nightmare. Ooh, brother. Nightmare caught with the forearm of Len Denton right across the side of the jaw. Trouble now as Denton drives that knee into the pectoralis major muscles, and Nightmare's into the rope. That saved a possible pin and a possible defeat, which means that the Dirty White Boys will be the new Continental Tag Team Champions, but they're getting closer to it all the time. The Nightmare's now definitely in trouble. He needs to get over and tag up. Very nicely there, rolling reverse. He's got him down for more than a 3 count here. Anthony moves in. Over the tag, I guess, but not so much.
Hey, referee, stop this match. This is supposed to be my match. Hey, I traveled over 2,000 miles to get here. Stop it, start it over.
Well, Jerry Stubbs has suddenly appeared.
Hey, I done traveled too far. I'm supposed to be in this match. I said stop it.
Jerry Stubbs protesting he's supposed to be in the match, but it's too late now. No, sir, he may have just gotten in, but it's too late. It's too late. This match is committed now. Hardly allow Stubbs to get in there. And in the meantime, Dirty White Boy taking full advantage of that situation in the ring. Outside the ring.
Hey, referee, this is supposed to be my match. Stop this match.
Stubbs still raising head down there at ringside, but too late for him. And the situation now with the Nightmares as he's outside the ring. He was double dealt outside
10
by...
minutes gone in the match, 10 minutes.
By Len Denton. Now the Nightmare trying to get it together. He's shaking off and working off those cobwebs. And now the Nightmare comes charging in. We've got a Pierce Sixer again. Here he's just swinging right hands in more and more and more now. Left again we have all four of them in there at the same time. Wait a minute. We got a pinfall. Looked to me like we had a pinfall. Oh, brother, wait a minute. Jerry Stubbs in there. Mixing up with the Nightmares. We've got a pinfall. The Nightmares scored the pinfall. Now it's Stubbs. After the match is over, and brother, using that suitcase. And the Nightmares really hurting now. Lance Denton was 10, so he's gone. Boy, Stubbs is back with a vengeance. Stubbs is back with a vengeance. There's no question about that. But somebody's got to stop this carnage. The Nightmares being featured within an inch of their lives now by the Dirty White Boys and Jerry Stubbs. Hold on, we've got more action coming. Well, Nightmares have retained the title, and Denton must leave, and Jerry Stubbs has returned, and we'll be right back. Well, I want to take a moment right now to talk to the...
Gordon Soley, I told you and everybody else that Mr. Perfect Jerry Stubbs was coming back, but nobody wanted to believe me. No, you want to push, keep pushing and pushing, and make me get my other partner out. Well, baby, revenge is sweet. Ain't that right, Mr. Perfect? Gordon, I traveled a long way tonight. I was on 5 airplanes before I got here, and I was almost too late. If I'd have been just a little sooner, we'd be wearing those belts. But it makes me glad to see that one of the Nightmares is laying up there. What's the matter with you?
I think you've made your point. Let's go to the ring and see if we can get some comments from there.
Hey, let me tell you something. I know you think you're big and bad, but it took 3 of you. You're no good, you're backbiters, and I'm going to tell you something. Me and this man have been partners for 8 years, and there ain't nobody, I swear to God, there ain't nobody going to do this to us and get away with it. One of you dirty white boys is gone. Let me tell you something, Jerry Stubbs, and let me tell you something, Tony Anthony. Your time has come. Any kind of match you want, you name the place, and we'll sign the contract. Let me tell you something, Nightmare. I spent 30 miserable days in Japan, and I'm going to take every one of them out on your body.
Well, we'll find out.
One question. What's that bloody mess down there?
Time is just about gone for this week and this hour of Continental Championship Wrestling. Next week, we will have Doug Furness live here on Continental Championship Wrestling in his very first match on television. Plus, we'll have Street going up against Hustler Rip Rogers, $10,000, and for Miss Brenda. And, of course, this most unusual contest.
I can't believe a guy like Larry Hamilton actually wants to have a fashion show with me. I'm going to show you why, Larry. I got better-looking jewelry, I got better-looking clothes, and next week here on TV, I'm going to show you why I am truly the good doctor.
Well, it's a most unusual situation. We'll judge that right here from the stage. So we hope all of you make your plans to attend. And we hope all of you will join us next week here in Continental Championship Wrestling. Till then, Gordon Soley saying so long.
Welcome to Continental Championship Wrestling, home of the National Wrestling Alliance, featuring champions from throughout the continental United States. And now to your host, world-renowned wrestling commentator, Gordon Soley.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, and welcome to another hour of Continental Championship Wrestling. During the next hour, we're going to see 2 championship matches, the Continental Tag Team Championship and the Continental Heavyweight Championship. Currently, those titles held by the Nightmares and the Tennessee Stud. Also, we're going to have some very interesting review time regarding the dress contest that took place we'll be seeing a host of great competitors in action tonight. So by all means, do stay tuned for the very finest in professional wrestling, and that is indeed Continental Championship Wrestling. Time now for our first match, so let's go to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is one fall with television time remaining. It is for the Continental Tag Team Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the ring. First, from Bucksport, Tennessee, 233 pounds, the Dirty White Boy. His partner from Pensacola, Florida, 244 pounds. He calls himself Mr. Perfect, Jerry Stubbs. And ladies and gentlemen, the Continental Tag Team Champions, at a combined weight of 432 pounds from the U.S. of A., the Nightmares.
All right, one fall, television time. It is, and we, of course, have standby matches. But it is indeed, as we announced earlier, of course, lots of great matches upcoming tonight, if this one, in fact, does not go the limit. Dirty White Boy and Jerry Stubbs facing the Continental Tag Team Champions, the Nightmares. Nightmares in the lime green and white. And it's the Dirty White Boy getting set to move out first. And, hey, I'll tell you what. He took about one of those, and brother, takedown by the Dirty White Boy, and the Dirty White Boy pounding away, but now it's the Nightmare on top, and the Nightmare pounding back. And as Stubbs tries to come across, the second Nightmare catches him. So Jerry Stubbs caught in a snap mare. And the Nightmares beating out a tattoo on the Dirty White Boy and Jerry Stubbs. Tag is made. That one came from the backyard. Caught him in the side of the rib cage. Full arm drag and twist. Once again, the tag is made. And so the Nightmares have their strategy. Down pad. And boy, that one had to bruise the rib cage again. Picks him up, full body slam. Dirty White Boy powers out before the count, however. Tony Anthony taking a lot of punishment in the side of the rib cage. Beautiful takedown by the Nightmare. Semi-scissors on the arm. Series of blows to the side of the head. Again, the tag is made, and so the Nightmare is very definitely in charge of this match. Bottom wrist lock. By the Nightmares on Tony Anthony. And the crowd very much in favor of the Nightmares. Hey, the Nightmare caught Stubbs coming in. Once again, the tag is made. Stubbs trying to regain his feet. Their concentration now is percussions to the side of the rib cage. Take away that capability of drawing air into those lungs. Hey, if you don't get air in the lungs, you don't get oxygen into your bloodstream, and if you don't get oxygen in the bloodstream, that lactic acid doesn't burn off, and that means that they're in a lot of trouble. Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden have joined me.
Gordon, we don't want to interrupt you out here. It's a fine match going on, two fine tag teams, but there's a celebration going on in the back with Jim and myself because one of these guys has been injured. The people in the South are happy about it, and they're asking me and Jimmy to give them more injuries, and that's what we're here for, right, Jim?
You're right. We broke one of them New Guinea headhunters' legs, and we're expecting to take care of the other two, brother. And we're looking forward to our matches coming up in the near future with them. Now, I'm going to tell you something, Gordon. It's a fine match that's going on right now in the ring. Both of those teams out there are a good team. And we like wrestling any team that comes into this area, especially good competition. Either one of these teams would fit the bill right here. And we'd also like to get our chances at those title belts.
Well, I can certainly understand that, and I wish the two of you well.
Well, thank you very much, Gordon, and we just said we're going to carry the party right on till we get in the ring with these guys again and keep it going on wherever we're at. We're going to put out some more headhunters.
All right, so Jimmy Golden and Robert Fuller issuing a fair warning to the headhunters, if you will. They're managed by Buddy Landell. Of course, Landell, after that Continental Heavyweight Championship, held currently by the Tennessee Stud. The Stud as well as I do. He'll take on Landell any way Landell wants to go. And of course, then you got fellows, newcomers into the sport like this great former All-American Doug Furness. What a fine athlete. What a nice guy to boot. He is genuinely good people. All right. Bottom wrist lock, lateral drop, and takedown, float over, and lateral press. Stubbs powers out. So it's a nightmare keeping a full arm drag and twist from a prone position on Stubbs. Good move on the Nightmare's part. Tony Anthony on the outside. Stubbs trying to extricate himself. He goes to a bottom wrist lock, and now they're caught by Stubbs, and Stubbs catches him in the back. Good reversal on that Irish whip, but then he caught him coming in. So Stubbs has the Nightmare in trouble. Stubbs looking strong. Stubbs makes it over, however, and makes the tag with Tony Anthony. Anthony comes charging down, and the Nightmare rolls out away. Low body slam, and the Nightmare's tag up. Off the rope, caught him right across the pectoralis major. Not enough yet, though. Tony Anthony a bit too quick. Once again, there's that bottom wrist lock and a lateral drop into a head scissors. And the crowd continues to clap and shout its approval of the Nightmares in this Continental Tag Team Championship match. Titles on the line. Up and ripped up. Over that top rope, and he's got problems. Nightmare outside the ring. Man. He flew through the air. He had to hit the ground at about 45 miles an hour. Now the second Nightmare trying to get in there, and he's complaining about the ring ropes. In the meanwhile, Stubbs getting in some cheap shots outside the ring. One Nightmare helping the other, trying to get him back into the ring, but he has been hurt. No question about that. Hit that concrete. High backdrop once again, and he's got a lot of problems. keeps the pressure on him. Tony Anthony keeps the pressure on the Nightmare. So, Nightmare now in a lot of trouble as Stubbs continues to put the boots to it. And the Nightmare trying to get it together is caught by Tony Anthony, the dirty white boy. And now Stubbs drives a knee into the abdominal wall. Now a foot right into the throat of the Nightmare. Got all four of them in there, and the Nightmare's on the worst end of this one. Good move by the Nightmare. Has Tony Anthony in trouble. But it's taken its toll on the Nightmare. No question about that. Jerry Stubbs tries to charge over. The tag is made, and now the Nightmare has Jerry Stubbs in the corner. And now catches Tony Anthony coming in. Beautiful flying drop kick. And the Nightmare dispatching this team of the Dirty White Boy and Jerry Stubbs. Brother, he is punishing him. Now Stubbs breaks it. Aha! Stubbs over the top rope onto the timer's table. And now it's the Nightmare's turn to be 2-on-1, if you will, but they back away, sportsmen that they are. Started to go for a gut wrench, has them up now for a pile driver. And the second Nightmare hurtling across the ring. Stubbs catches him from behind. Wait a minute. Oh, my. Anthony out. Anthony is out. Jerry Stubbs managed to throw his arm over him. That is, well, hardly kosher, but in view of everything, it looks like he got by with it. Tony Anthony being dragged out by Jerry Stubbs. They've got the belt. And so, it looks to me like we do have indeed new Continental Tag Team Champions. Let's get the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners and new Continental Tag Team Champions, the team of Jerry Stubbs and the Dirty White Boy.
Well, we'll take another look at that. You can see very plainly that it was Jerry Stubbs moving in on the Dirty White Boy, getting his arm over the prone form of one of the Nightmares, and that got the pinfall. Continental Championship Wrestling, Columbus, Mississippi, Friday, March 13th. Match time is 8:30 at the Lavender Coliseum. In a steel cage match, Nightmare rules for the Continental Tag Team titles. It'll be the Nightmares against Jerry Stubbs and the Dirty White Boy. Continental title, no disqualification, the Tennessee Stud against Buddy Landell. Mixed tag team match, Adrian Street and Miss Linda against Rip Rogers and Brenda Britton. Loser leave Mississippi, Robert Fuller and Jimmy Goland against the New Guinea Headhunters. Wildcat Wendell Cooley against the Shogun. U.S. Junior title, Larry Hamilton against Tom Pritchard. Well, I have the, quote, news.
Joey, let me say something real quick, baby. I told you and I told everybody else that when Mr. Perfect Jerry Stubbs got back, that the White Boy and Stubbs would become the Continental Tag Team Champions once again. And, boys, how does it feel to be ex-champions?
Well, gentlemen.
Well, gentlemen, you were robbed in my book.
That's right. And let me tell these thieves up there holding our belts, you're not the champions, boys. Well, listen, it only took us just a second to come up with an idea. And we're going to challenge you guys right now. Put those belts up in a Nightmare Rules cage match. These people know what can happen in a Nightmare Rules cage match. We'll sign it you put the belts up and you show up, and boys, I guarantee you, one, maybe both of you won't be walking out of that ring.
Back to you, Mr. Soley.
You know, that cage match you're talking about is not a big surprise to us, because when we got back there, we had to sign the piece of paper that gave the right for the cage between you and myself, Dirty White Boy. Now, let me tell you something else, Nightmare. You might have just signed your warrant, your death warrant.
Well, the former U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion, Dr. Tom Pritchard, has joined us.
It doesn't matter, former. Hey, what did you think about Larry Hamilton last week? He was dressed pretty spiffy, wasn't he? Wouldn't you say so? Larry Hamilton thinks just because he's the United States Junior Heavyweight Champion, because he's got so much fancy gold, he can come out here and try and dress like a champion and try and be well-dressed. But you learn, Larry Hamilton, never take your eyes off me and never turn your back on me, pal, because that could be deadly.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. First of all, in case any of you missed it last week, we did have a best-dressed contest between Dr. Tom Pritchard and the U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion, Larry Hamilton. And I thought it might be interesting just to go back and take a look at that section of the contest, and you'll see why so many people were so disappointed. Let's go back and take a look.
Mr. Soley, if you would give me 5 minutes, please, sir, just 5 minutes, I will be more than happy to put my tights on.
All right, is that agreeable?
I don't think you look too sharp anyway. You got it 5 minutes. 5 minutes, yeah.
All right. Watch it. Watch it. Hey. Oh, man. Oh, wait a minute now. Oh, come on, Pritchard.
Are we just dressed now? Are we just dressed now, Larry? How about the time?
Oh, come on now, man. What are you talking about? Hold on. Hey. I'm telling you. Well, all right. So you didn't come out as the best-dressed individual at all. You were strictly in your wrestling trunks, which is a far picture from the way you are right now.
What I was talking about last week is I wanted a shot at the United States Junior Heavyweight Championship. Larry Hamilton had some idea that we were out here trying to dress to impress. Well, I'm not worried about that. I'm here to fight, and I showed it right after that interview. I showed you here that I had all the rings, I had all the diamonds, I had everything hanging around me. And afterwards, I showed Larry Hamilton why I am truly the United States Junior Heavyweight Champion, Gordon. Simple as that.
Well, I'll tell you what. Before we talk any farther at all about your splendor tonight in your dress, let's take a look at what happened immediately following that best-dressed contest.
Larry Hamilton's coming right down to the ring. Now, you watch him. He comes to the ropes, sir, and that's his first mistake. He should have never come to the ring when the White Boy and Jerry Stubbs are standing in my corner, because you could see where I got friends, and you could, oh, no, look at this. This is where these guys have no right sticking their nose in my business. It was me and Larry Hamilton, and then you got the Nightmares having to come down to the ring and protect this guy. Can't Larry fight for himself? Can't Larry fight for himself? You saw he couldn't dress. Nothing like I can. You saw he doesn't have the kind of jewelry I do, and yet the Nightmares, Jesus, what do they have to do? What did they get out of this film anyway? Because the Mares have nothing to do with my business. Nothing at all to do with me. What I'm talking about is getting Larry Hamilton down on the floor right there. Now, that was just a lucky shot. But if you could see, I had Larry Hamilton going every inch of this battle here. He still's in his clothes. He still didn't go back to the dressing room and get his tights on and want to put the belt on in a regulation match. That's the kind of man he is. He came down expecting not to wrestle. He wanted to do some dressing contest, some fashion show here that doesn't mean nothing. Why didn't he put the belt up against me that night is what I want to know. Why didn't he, Gordon?
Well, first of all, obviously, he didn't have a contract for that specific situation.
Oh,
and
now we got to have contracts? Now we got to have contracts? I'm talking about the best dress. I'm talking about he came out looking so fine in all his jewelry. I'm talking about maybe here, $500 gold ring. Nice, huh? Texas. You notice I'm always wearing Texas here?
Yeah.
Okay, $4,000 watch, $4,000 Bulova here. I got the receipts to prove this one, man. Nice little chain, nice couple $100 a piece here. I'm not no cheap guy, but I am a champion, and I am a fighter. It doesn't matter to me.
Well, that is a good-looking watch, I must admit.
Have you ever held a $4,000 watch? Have you ever held a $4,000? Let me show you this thing.
What?
Look at this. Have you seen the diamonds in there? Huh? Not that.
Well, that is nice.
That's why I
That
am.
is most attractive,
Sure
yeah.
it is. I only go with the best, man. I don't have to dress. I'm a rock and roller, man. I can dress however I want. I don't have to wear a three-piece suit. I don't have to wear no special dress, man. I like Jade. Hey, Gordon, I'm not here. I know I'm not scheduled to be here. I don't want to cause any trouble. I just want to say that I think I owe Tom Pritchard something.
What? Hey, wait a minute. No, hey, wait a second. No, hey, Larry, bring that watch back. Hey. Oh, brother. Oh, man. Well.
Hey, where's my watch?
Well,
Where's my watch?
No, Hamilton.
Where's the bunch of crap? Where's my watch? Gordon,
wait a
what has
minute.
nothing to do with my two women?
No, I didn't have anything. I can assure you of that, but he took it, man.
Where's my watch? You had it last.
Larry, I don't want to put the heat on him, man, but he took the watch. I'm sorry.
That's $4,000 of my money. That's $4,000. Get him out here right now.
You'll have to do your own thing on that. I have nothing. We've got a match coming up. And
You're personally responsible for this, man. This is your fault.
well, I'll do everything I can to get it back. Believe me, I will.
You're going to get it back, and this is your fault. I hold you personally responsible. You got that, man, or it's $4,000 out of your pocket.
Well, I don't know what to say about this. Larry Hamilton, if you're in the sound of my voice anywhere, I certainly would appreciate your returning that watch, because this is a most distressing situation, and well, I must say I do feel in a sense responsible for this, but by the same token, well, never mind. We do have a match upcoming, so if we can, please, and see if we can get this situation straightened up. And let's go to the ring, shall we? Let's go to the ring to our next match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this television event is one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from Montgomery, Alabama at 217 pounds, Al Scott. And ladies and gentlemen, now making his way to ringside. He is from Knoxville, Tennessee, 233 pounds. He calls himself Beautiful Buddy Landell.
All right, Buddy Landell getting set now to move out against Al Scott. One fall. Landell, who has his sights set on the Continental Heavyweight Championship, currently held by the Tennessee stud. Al Scott in the blue trunks, and Landell, brother, standing drop kick that almost tore the head off of Scott. Landell wasting no time at all. Ooh, you could hear that chop all the way across the entire Hopwell Auditorium. Hey, wait a minute. Scott fires back. Landell's up to one side. Thought Scott had him there for a moment. Landell brings him up full body. I'll tell you what, Landell might have a lot of mouth, but he's proving to me right now he can back it up. He's going for the figure four. He's got the figure four perfectly executed. Landell putting that figure four on him and doing it in record time, I might add. Excellent application of that particular hold. For the official word, here's our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in the time of 1 minute and 1 second, Beautiful Buddy Landell.
Let's take another look at that in slow motion if we can. The execution of that figure four That is a highly technical move in professional wrestling. It puts pressure on 5 points on the leg and ankle and knee. And Landell does it with tremendous expertise. An outstanding victory for a fellow who talks a lot but backs it up, Buddy Landell. Continental Championship Wrestling coming your way to Sulligent, Alabama, this coming Tuesday night at 8 p.m. at the high school gymnasium. Utah, Alabama on Friday night, 8 p.m. at the high school gymnasium. Fayette, Alabama, Tuesday, March 17th at 8 p.m. And in Columbus, Mississippi, Friday, March 13th, Friday the 13th, 8:30, Lavender Coliseum. Ringside tickets now on sale at Shirley's Minute Mark. In a steel cage match, the Nightmares go up against Jerry Stubbs and the Dirty White Boy. Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden take on the New Guinea Headhunters. The losing team must leave Mississippi.
You know something, Gordon? Me and Robert Fuller, the Tennessee stud, are feeling real good. We took one of them New Guinea Headhunters and broke his leg. He's already back in New Guinea. When we get to Columbus, it's going to be back to New Guinea time again because we're going to take care of you boys in Columbus, Mississippi. Looks like, Gordon, there may be a lot of people leaving in this thing, Gordon, because this steel cage right here is prone to injuries in that thing, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm giving the mares the edge there, and as far as getting on a bus and leaving this town, we know who's leaving on the wicky-wacky, baby. It ain't going to be me and Jimmy, is it, Jim?
Well, let's listen to these comments.
You know, I'm glad that it's March the 13th, Friday the 13th, because I like bad luck, Daddy. I thrive on breaking mirrors. I want something bad to happen during the day is what I'm talking about. Now, it's out of pride that we're going to win this loser leave town match, because God knows that there ain't a thing in Columbus, Mississippi, Daddy, that anybody would want to stay for. And why you dumb dirt farmers out there are for a glutton for punishment, I'll never know, Daddy. And I'm going to talk to the promoters and make sure that all them fat girls on the front row pay for all them 2 and 3 seats they take up, Daddy. As Tennessee stud, as far as you're concerned, you better be glad that I got a kind heart and I let you out of that figure 4. Next time, Daddy, it's no DQ, Columbus.
Landell sounds desperate.
You see that ugly boy out there call himself beautiful when Tennessee stud gets through with you in Columbus, boy? You gonna be riding that wicky-wacky too across that ocean. Goodbye.
Larry Hamilton, if you're anywhere within the sound of my voice, if you please, sir, before I get involved in some sort of a legal hassle with Pritchard, if you would please bring that watch back here. I would greatly... Oh, hey, man. Am I glad to see you? I don't mind telling you.
Well, Gordon, you know, I'm not a thief or anything, and I guess I got a little carried away. I got excited. I took the man's watch. I really wasn't trying to, you know. I like to return it to you, you know, just to let everybody know that I'm not a thief, and I'm going to give it to you. Oh, I plugged you up before.
Well, wait a minute. Oh, no, wait, hold it. Larry, don't do that. Larry. Larry, oh, for heaven's sakes, man.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Well, that's all right.
What do you mean, it's all right? Oh, no, come on. Well, I don't see where it makes any difference now. Good grief. Well, I don't know what to do about this situation at all. I really don't. Now, look, let me explain something to you. No.
I'm going to press charges on you.
No.
I'm pressing charges on Hamilton.
Well,
that was $4,000, man.
Well,
that was $4,000. That's a criminal act.
I had nothing to do with it, sir.
You had everything to do with it. You had everything to do with it, and your name's going on the charges, too. I press the charges against you, and I press the charges against Larry Hamilton, too, man. That's $4,000. $4,000.
Well,
$4,000. And you're going to jail.
well, maybe you can have the gold melted down. Let's go to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this television event is one fall with a 15-minute time limit. gentlemen, now at ringside, he is from Germany, 229 pounds, Chris Von Kohl.
Like Dixie, I just as soon stay home. I was one of the chosen few to be born in Alabama. I'm just like my daddy's son. I'm proud of who I am.
And ladies and gentlemen, your Alabama heavyweight champion, 227 pounds from Milton, Florida, Wildcat Wendell Cooley.
Wildcat Wendell Cooley getting set to go out against Chris Von Kohl. One fall, and by the way, Wildcat Wendell Cooley in the silver trunk. Wanted to say a special hello to Brad Criswell. Brad Criswell at Children's Hospital, room number 456. Wildcat asked me to do him a favor, and I wish all of you would do this. How about stopping by your local drugstore or what have you, pick up a Get Well card and send it to Brad Criswell, C-R-I-S-W-E-L-L. That's Brad Criswell, Children's Hospital, room 456 in Birmingham. They lock up collar and elbow. Side headlock now. Wildcat Wendell Cooley caught that side headlock by Chris Von Kohl. Von Kohl. Red tunic on. Off the ropes. Von Kohl up and over his man. Cooley caught him high. Back drop. Cooley caught him with a hard right hand. Von Kohl's got his own problems now. They circle each other once again. They pull, duck under, go behind. Good waist lift takedown by Von Kohl. Sit out. And a switch by Wendell Cooley. Into the ropes. The referee calls for the break. Lloyd George, the referee. Von Kohl complaining to the referee. Complaining to the referee. And Von Kohl was complaining. Quick go behind by Wendell Cooley. So the Wildcat is on top of things. Duck under, go behind. Good standing switch by Von Kohl. Standing switch by Cooley. Von Kohl hits the ring ropes and forces the break. Notice Von Kohl tried to get a back leg trip. Didn't make it, however. Low on the chin with that side headlock. A lot of wrestlers will carry that high into the hollow of the cheekbone, but it's not Cooley's way. He likes it low, down around the chin. Von Kohl caught him very nicely that time. And it's Wildcat Wendell Cooley getting a head scissors. It's Von Kohl trying to headstand out of that head scissors and didn't accomplish much that time as Wildcat Wendell Cooley shifted the emphasis on the leverage that time. Now, underneath the arm of Von Colt. He may have him into a pinning combination here. Semi-crucifix. And Von Colt was able to slip away from it. Von Colt has his feet up on the ring ropes. That forces the break. And Von Colt driving on, comes out of it. And now breaks away. All of a sudden, now Von Colt would like to let bygones be bygones. Cooley looking at his man, obviously with a certain amount of disgust, and I can understand why. Whoa. Well, that's about as insulting as you can get. And Von Colt came charging in, and Cooley caught him. Now what's Von Colt doing? Going for something, looks like he's wrapping a chain or something around his, this, nope. Put it back away. Wildcat Wendell Cooley stalking his man. Good feint to the shoulder, dropped down to a single leg pickup. Moved up on the arm and now gets him. With a semi-leg armbar. And Cooley turns that to his own advantage. And Chris Von Colt gets some extra leverage. Once again, Von Colt has that fist and caught him. Had something around that fist, and it looked to me like it was a piece of chain. Couldn't tell. Big double sledgehammer to the back. Von Colt delivers another hard right hand. Cooley staggered back, lashes out with a boot. Cooley catches him with a good old-fashioned Texas right hand, and then another boot. Wildcat Wendell Cooley, he's stomping time. It's stomping time for the Texan. Cut off at the pass as he came charging in. Looking good for the ball. Again, first for the back of the rib cage. Good move by Cooley. Backslide, got the 3 count. He got the 3 count. Wildcat Wendell Cooley. Alabama heavyweight champion got the 3 count. Let's get the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time was 7 minutes, 4 seconds. Your winner, and still Alabama heavyweight champion, Wildcat Wendell Cooley.
Taking another look at that well-executed backslide, Wildcat Wendell Cooley caught Chris Von Colt totally unawares on that move, got the pinfall, and so Wildcat Wendell Cooley is still the champion. You're looking for great Continental Championship Wrestling action. You'll find it in Sulligent, Alabama on Tuesday at 8 p.m. at the high school gymnasium, or in Utah, Alabama on Friday at 8 p.m., or in Fayette, Alabama, Tuesday, March 17th. But then on Friday the 13th in Columbus, Mississippi at Lavender Coliseum. And by the way, advanced ringside tickets are now on sale at Shirley's Minute Mart. You're going to watch Wildcat Wendell Cooley going up against a newcomer, the Shogun.
Well, that's right, Gordon. You know, I don't know anything about this guy, but the name tells me he may be from the Orient, or at least he wants somebody to think he's from the Orient. But if anybody out there cares about you, Shogun, maybe they'll translate this for you. I ain't no stepping stone, brother.
Fair enough. Well, Larry Hamilton, you're facing former U.S. Junior Champion Tom Pritchard.
The good doctor, Tom Pritchard. I like that he's a good doctor. What time is it, Gordon? You know what I mean? Some say an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I say a wristwatch for a jacket.
Yeah, well, I guess he's made his point. I guess I shouldn't be laughing because, well, here are some opposing viewpoints.
I've been saying all along that all you people are nothing but a bunch of thieves, low-life rogues, and you, Larry Hamilton, you especially have proven it right here on TV that you're nothing but a thief and a lowlife. And I guarantee you, Columbus, not only am I going to take the U.S. belt back, but I'm going to take it out of you for what you did to my watch.
Well spoken, and Brenda Britton, you know, when you're a kung fu expert, you got a black belt in karate, you're bad, you're Southeastern champion, you're everything in professional wrestling, I'd say it's a good day on Friday the 13th in Columbus. So Brenda Britton, on Friday the 13th in Columbus, I'm going to unleash you on Miss Linda. You can use that black belt in karate, you can use kung fu, you can use taekwondo, you can use Shaolin, you can do anything you want to her, and I'll take care of Adrian Street. Friday the 13th in Columbus, baby. Whoa.
Larry, what time is it?
Gordon, I don't know. Ask Bridget. He's got the time.
Yeah, well, we're going to find out. Lavender Coliseum, Friday the 13th.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is one fall with television time remaining. It is for the Continental Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, now in the ring, accompanied by his valet, Miss Brenda Britton. 233 pounds from Los Angeles, California, Hustler Rip Rogers. And ladies and gentlemen, the Continental Heavyweight Champion from the state of Tennessee, 270 pounds, the Tennessee Stud.
The Tennessee Stud attacked from behind before he had a chance to even put that belt away. Hustler Rip Rogers after that Continental Heavyweight Championship, and Brother Rogers is putting the boots to him. The Stud in trouble, trying to get away, all 6'9" of him. 275 pounds, and he's got a world of problems here. Miss Brenda catches him, and it's the Tennessee Stud as Miss Brenda tried to get that mask off of his head. And now Hustler Rip Rogers after him again, and the Tennessee Stud outside the ring. Hustler Rip Rogers after him outside the ring. The Stud has never had a chance to get it together. Again, you can hear the crack of that blow all the way across the auditorium. And now the Stud trying to get it back together. He's catching a series of left hands. The Stud closes in. Two hard right hands, a third right hand. Rogers in trouble and in those ring ropes. The Stud winds up. He's catching a series of blows to the head. The Stud has Rogers now in a high backdrop. Stud. It looked like he was in a world of trouble a moment ago. Now catches him in a high vertical suplex. The Tennessee Stud, after a bad start, is very much in control now. Goes for the sleeper hold. He goes for the sleeper. Brenda Britton trying to get in the ring. And look at this. The Tennessee Stud putting paddling on Miss Brenda Britton as Hustler Rip Rogers is knocked to one side. Caught him with powder in his face. He caught him with a handful of powder in his face. And wait a minute. The Stud got him. The stud got him. The stud got him in a 3 count in a double cradle. He caught him beautifully with an inside cradle. And so, the Tennessee stud is the victor on that one. Let's get the official word.
Shown your winner in 2 minutes and 12 seconds, and still champion, the Tennessee Stud.
Well, Mr. Landell is in the ring, and the Continental Heavyweight Champion, the Tennessee Stud, is with me. Let's go to the ring and get Mr. Landell's comments.
Yeah, I got something that I got to say. Hey, Fuller, you automatically got yourself disqualified because you knew that I was going to beat your brains in and be the new Continental Champion. Well, it looks like that I've beat you with sticks, I've unmasked you, and I've done everything under God's green earth one man can do to another one, and you're still running like a big scared cat. Now, I want you to no DQ, baby. That will assure me that no matter how far you run, that I can beat you anywhere in the building. A no DQ, baby, because I want a good chance this time. I don't want you to have to trip and break your neck or nothing like that. No DQ. Neither one of us can get disqualified. That will assure me of my chances to be a champion.
Holy gang, I got to say, Landell, the only way you get the Continental Championship is if you broke both my legs and both my arms and they had to wheel me out in a wheelchair. And they ain't taking me nowhere. When it comes to leg breaking, I'm the leg breaker in this part of the country. Always have been, and your leg ain't too good to get broken. Now, I've thought about it. No DQ, if that's what you want, fine with me, Daddy, because I got one thing in mind. I'm going to shut your mouth in one of 2 ways. Either tape it up or knock your teeth out. And I think I'm going to knock your teeth out, boy.
It's going to happen, that is for sure. Well, this hour of championship wrestling has really flown by, I'll tell you that. But I can assure you we're going to be seeing plenty of action next week here on Continental Championship Wrestling.
Excuse me, Sully. Excuse me very much, but you know, it finally came down to the final thing. This is it. The chips are down. I put it on the line. Somebody's going to have to leave here. Wendell Cooley or Chris Von Colt. And it's not going to be Chris Von Colt because I'm a superior wrestler than him. He's a typical American coward. Now listen, I've been around here, and I'll run Cooley out of here. When I beat him, you people will never see him again. This is the match I asked for. Cooley, you're going to be gone completely out of the Continental United States. I'll run you out of here, and you know I'm a better man than you.
Well, knowing Wildcat Wendell Cooley, he'll take that challenge. The loser must leave the Continental United States is the information that I garnered from that. Don't forget, next week our cameras will be on tour throughout Tennessee. We'll see the Tennessee Stud versus Buddy Landell, Continental Tag Title, and a host of others. Till then, Gordon Soley saying so long.
The wrestling action continues with Worldwide Wrestling next on TV 23. Later on a Saturday afternoon movie at 4, Michael Craig gets lost on Mysterious Island.
New Continental Champion.
Gordon, thank you very much. I invited myself out here again as usual, and I have got to be the happiest man on God's green earth because I came out here and I said, when I got a big mouth, I do got a big mouth, but I can back up what I say. And I did do just that. I told you I was going to beat the Tennessee Stud, and I did do that. I am the new Continental Champion, Daddy. And now, later on in the show, you're going to get to see a man that I'm going to be managing, which is going to be also my bodyguard, the Shogun, which is going to take care of this nothing happening country boy out here, Wendell, nothing happening Cooley.
Also, later on in the program, we're also going to be seeing just exactly how Buddy Landell won the Continental title, and I think that may leave a lot to be asked about.
What are you trying to say, Gort? The bottom line is that I am standing up here, the champion, the Continental Champion of Continental Championship Wrestling. Now, how can you deny that? How can you deny that fact, Gordon?
I am not denying it, sir, and I haven't tried to deny it. I merely said that later on. And it's Cooley catching Cole, a high backdrop. Cooley now spin under takedown on Chris Colt, and so Colt got himself a lot of problems early on in this match, no question about that.
Yeah, well, he couldn't have done that to me, Gordon. I'm going to tell you right now. There's no way he could have done that to me, Gordon. You know, I'm telling you, how can you say that there's controversy about me winning this title when I've been out here wrestling in Ron Fuller? Everybody knows he's the Tennessee stud, okay? I've unmasked him, okay, on TV. I've come out, and he's broke sticks over my back. He has brought everything that he has tried to do has backfired on him. And the good has prevailed in this incident as usual. I'm the new Continental champion. And cocky as ever. What can I say?
Well, I'll tell you what we can say right here. It's Wendell Cooley off the ropes. Colt drops to the canvas. Colt moves up. Good high hip toss. Maintains that hold on the arm. And now it's Cooley getting the head scissors.
Hair to get him in that scissors, or head scissors right there. He grabbed a handful of hair, Gordon.
Your ocular observation is completely opposite of mine.
I've got 20/20, thank you. You're wearing glasses, I'm not.
Yeah, well, I know my vision's corrected. All right, it's Wildcat Wendell Cooley as Colt slips from the ring. And it's Colt putting an accusatory finger at Cooley, and now trying to get the crowd to, I guess, feel a little sympathy for him. And
because the crowd's out there throwing objects at Wendell Cooley's. Wendell Cooley told him, the crowd, that when he gets out to throw things at him, and Chris is just trying to tell him to please stop. That's what's going on. It's a two-sided match here, apparently, Gordon.
Wildcat Wendell Cooley continues to stalk his man, Chris Colt. Chris Von Colt in behind his man. Good pull, Nelson.
Very good. I caught him that move.
And Cooley standing switch has the full Nelson. And Von Colt trying to break it in, brother.
He jerked him down by the hair. It was a blatant pulling the hair, Gordon. He should have broke the hold. But what did he do? No, he didn't want to break the hold. He wanted to break the guy's neck. I'm telling you, these guys need to watch the Nature Boy Buddy Landell put on a pair of tights and get out there and do it like a real man and a real wrestler knows how to do it. Like the true Continental champion, Daddy. A lot of these guys should stand up and take note when I cross that line, Daddy, and I step into that squared circle. These guys need to get the notebook pad out with the pens ready and start taking notes, Daddy, because I didn't get where I'm at by shining shoes, Daddy.
All right, side headlock now by Wildcat Wendell Cooley and Chris Von Colt. Keeping the pressure on him now, keeping the side headlock. And Von Colt going into his pocket for something. There's a chain he's wrapping around his fist. And there you can see him very plainly and very clearly putting it back in his pocket.
He's adjusting his trunks. He has not pulled nothing out whatsoever. The man was adjusting his tights, Gordon. If you would have a replay on that, you would plainly see that he was adjusting his tights.
I'll tell you what, I've got the telephone number of a good ophthalmologist, and I might suggest you see him as soon as quickly as possible. Von Colt has Cooley down on the canvas now, and Von Colt getting set an Irish whip into the far turnbuckle. Cooley slips to one side. Von Colt drove in that knee, and Cooley now.
Loading the boots, what he's doing, he's got some lead in his boot. Did you see him just loading it? Watch it. Oh, good.
That's it. I wouldn't call that a boot. I would call that a couple of good right hands. It's Cooley up and over his man. Caught him that time in the chest.
He should be suspended from all wrestling.
There's the Oklahoma Bulldog. He got the pinfall. He got the pinfall.
Well,
using that Oklahoma Bulldog. Perfectly executed. For the official word, here's our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in 4 minutes and 21 seconds, Wildcat Wendell Cooley. Bye-bye! Bye! Bye!
Let's take another look at that in slow motion if we can. A perfectly executed Oklahoma Bulldog. Done extremely well by Wildcat Wendell Cooley as he puts Chris Colt out of action. Well, quite a match between Wildcat Wendell Cooley and Chris Von Colt. Right now, it's time for a special feature here on Continental Championship Wrestling. As you know, from time to time, we do bring you special vignettes on videotape about some of the stars of Continental Championship Wrestling. The one that we'd like to bring to you at this time is one that well, has been in great demand by many of you who've had a lot of cards and letters about it concerning two very popular competitors. I'm referring, of course, to Robert Fuller and gorgeous Jimmy Golden. So right now, then, let's move on to this very special edition of the Stars of Continental Championship Wrestling, this vignette on Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden.
Comes up to me one day and I'm walking down the street minding my own business. Now he looks me up and he looks me down and he says, "Hey man, what be this and what be that? And why you gotta look like that?" Well, I just looked at him, I kind of laughed. I said, "Hey man, I am cool. I am the breed." And we won't change and rearrange, and we ain't ever gonna live. It ain't always easy. When the going gets rough, when you get even, you gotta show yourself. Go about it now. The smooth operator.
Wrestling in Montgomery, Alabama, Friday, March 20th. Match time is 8:30 p.m. at the Civic Center. Steel cage match, the Continental belts at stake under Nightmare rules. It'll be the Nightmares against Jerry Stubbs and the Dirty White Boy. Continental title return match, the Tennessee Stud against Buddy Landell. Losers leave Montgomery, Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden against the New Guinea Headhunters. Mixed tag team match, Adrian Street and Miss Linda against Rip Rogers and Brenda Britton. Alabama title, Wildcat Wendell Cooley against the Shogun. U.S. Junior title, Larry Hamilton against Tom Pritchard. Montgomery the 20th. Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden have joined me here at the desk, but before I talk to them, there are some folks in the ring that have some comments.
Hey, don't they look cute up there? You look like a couple of pansies. That's right, baby, because when my boys get through beating your brains out, they're ready for any kind of match is what I'm trying to tell you, all right? I'm a little bit disturbed right now, but you pretty boys know what I'm talking about. My boys have beat your brains out, stretcher matches, any kind of Texas death match, anything, baby. I'm willing to go as far, if need be, to a loser leave town, if it calls for it. I don't think it will, but they're going to beat your brains in, and there ain't a damn thing that you're going to be able to do about it. You got something you want to say about it?
I'm going to tell you something, Gordon. We'll take on any kind of challenges, any kind of matches that they want to. This thing is winding down to the real nitty-gritty now, brother. We have broke one of them's leg. We'll break another leg. We'll break all three of them's legs if we have to. If you want to lose or leave, brother, that's what you can have. We don't care what kind it is. Just bring it on, baby. We'll step in the ring with you anytime you want to. Landell, you're just ugly surrounded by a bunch of more ugly, man. That's all you are, son. And I'm going to tell you something. You're talking about your guys making us get out of here or get gone. We've been talking about getting you gone. We've shown a little bit of results.
We have two new champions with us on this hour of Continental Championship Wrestling. Neither one of them are strangers to championship belts, however. The new Continental Heavyweight Champion, Buddy Landell, and, of course, the new U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion, Tom Pritchard.
First of all, I just want to say that last week after this no-good degenerate smashed my watch, I went to the law enforcement officials, and I couldn't do anything to you. And they told me that it'd take nothing but a bunch of red tape to get through to Larry Hamilton. So I went ahead, Gordon. I went ahead, I kept my cool. I went to Knoxville, Tennessee. And I got a little retribution of my own. And I took the United States Junior Heavyweight Championship from Larry Hamilton. But I'm here to tell you, man, I'm not over my watch. And if you got any guts at all, if you got one little gut left in your little finger, Larry Hamilton, you'd be a man and put up $4,000 or buy me a watch if you wanted a shot at this belt right here.
I'll tell you what, let's journey to Knoxville right now. I want to talk further to Buddy Landell and to Tom Pritchard, but let's journey to Knoxville right now where our Continental Championship video crew is on hand, and we're going to take a look at this U.S. Junior Heavyweight Championship match. And at this point in time, Mr. Pritchard, you seem to have things under control.
Well, as you can plainly see, the man was flat on his back on the mat here. All during this match, I was giving this guy a wrestling lesson that he'll never forget. I wanted to show him that you're not going to smash my watch, you're not going to smash anything of mine and get away with it. This was in front of a capacity crowd, as always, in Knoxville, Tennessee. And right here, I'm slamming him down, telling him, don't get up. Don't get up if you know what's good for you. Just hand the belt over to me right now.
Obviously, you were watching this match.
That's right, and the good prevails. Just like I said, Tom Pritchard is a hell of a man. He's a hell of a champion. He went out, and he said what he was going to do, and he accomplished that just like I did, Gordon. And just like he said, I'm from Knoxville, and I was proud as I can be of Tom in front of all my family and everybody in Tennessee, in Knoxville, Tennessee, to win this title, you know?
Well, I can understand what you mean there, but right now, at this point in time, Larry Hamilton does indeed have his hands full, and you've got a rear chin lock on him. Referee checking, and apparently it is not a chokehold, although it appears to me that forearm's coming across the throat.
Oh, how come every time I do something, there's always some kind of controversy, but everything Larry Hamilton does is all sugar and spice and everything nice. And I'd just like to congratulate Buddy the same night for winning the Continental Championship. And look at this clothesline. Now, you see right there, there's my recuperative powers. Everybody was talking about, well, maybe he had a chance, maybe he had a chance. No way.
Well, you are obviously much in control of this particular match using the flat of the foot. I can't argue that a bit in the world.
Tennessee dog whooping, Gordon. That's the only thing you can call it, baby. That's the only thing you can call it.
A Tennessee dog whipping in Knoxville, Tennessee from a guy from Texas. Look at this suplex. What a fantastic move on my part, if I do say so myself. I thought everyone was spectacular on that card, Buddy. Your men did tremendous. But right here, this was an important match to me, not only for the United States Junior Heavyweight belt, Gordon, but last week you thought it was funny during interviews asking him, what time is it? You thought it was funny when you asked me, what time is it, Tom? I almost knocked you out. I went to the law enforcement authorities here in Birmingham, Alabama, and I asked them, what could I do about a guy like you and Larry Hamilton? They gave me a bunch of red tape, and they even started laughing. So I just figured I'm going to show you and everybody else in this viewing area what kind of degenerate, what kind of wrestler Larry Hamilton really is.
Well, obviously you feel vindicated in all of the situation that went on right now. Larry Hamilton, again, in trouble. The referee checking to make sure there is not a chokehold or anything else going on. Hamilton down on the canvas. And I must admit that Dr. Tom Pritchard is very much in control of this match for the U.S. Junior Heavyweight Championship. And as Mr. Pritchard said, and as you can hear, a capacity crowd on hand in Knoxville, and certainly Knoxville has become one of the hotbeds of professional wrestling for Continental Championship Wrestling.
Hey, I've said it before. Knoxville's been an on-town for me. It's been an off-town for me. This night, it was an on-town. I was on. I took the belt. I've lost it there 1 or 2 times, but I've always come back, and I've made my comeback. I made a statement there, and I'm going to make it again in this match, as you'll shortly see.
You know, Tom, the funny thing is I can see Larry Hamilton pulling up his Volkswagen at the bank the next day going, but I ain't got no deposit, man, Mr. President, but I'm the ex-champion. I'm the ex-champion. Hey, baby, when you're the champion and you're sporting that belt around, Daddy, you get that long green comes along with it, Daddy, and that's what you go to the bank about.
And I went to the bank the next day smiling. I was crying a little bit about the watch, yeah. But this is what really meant the most to him, the belt, and I took it from him right there in Knoxville in front of all his brothers and in front of all his sisters.
Beautiful mule kick that time by Pritchard as he doubles Hamilton over and then catches him a rabbit punch to the back of the head, and Hamilton then smashed into the turnbuckle, and obviously Larry Hamilton is not having a good night, but a good reversal here by Hamilton.
So what? So a lucky shot. Yeah, grab me by my hair if there's not enough to grab already, right? So he takes a lucky shot, and now you're going to say he's coming back. Okay, so he kicks me in the gut 1 time. Lucky shot. And if you notice there, those are illegal fists, Gordon. What do you got to say about that one?
All I can say about that is he put you down on the canvas.
10 shots to knock him down. The first one would have killed a normal man, but it took him 10 punches to knock Tom off his feet. You know what me and Tom did before we went out and wrestled in Knoxville that night? We went down to the University of Tennessee and slapped around the football team, Daddy. That's what we did for a warm-up, Gordon Sullivan. Now talk about something.
Yeah, well...
Look at this sunset flip here, huh? But no, but the referee has to interfere and kick my hand off here. But this is what I'm talking about. He kept coming with fists. I'm wrestling the man. All through this match, I was doing nothing but wrestling.
No reverse on the Irish whip here. You catch him. A beautiful move by Hamilton. In behind, catches you to one inside.
Yeah, but watch this cradle. Watch my cradle. Watch this right here, man. Okay, now we're rolling around. 1, 2. Okay, come on. Now the referee will get down there. The referee, I kept telling him, get down. I had him down for a 5 count. I had him down for a 5 count. But you what? You see? That was a 3 count. Good enough for me.
Well, all right. So you have taken the championship.
Names like Tom Pritchard and the Nature Boy Buddy Landau drew that house right there, Daddy. No doubt about it.
No, there's certainly no question about it. The Coliseum is absolutely jammed full, and we do have at this point in time a brand new U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion, Larry Hamilton, more than somewhat upset because he apparently
feels... He's a sore loser is what he is. He's a sore loser. He's saying, hey, he pulled my tats. He pulled my tats. He couldn't beat me that way. He pulled my tats, Mr. Referee. I
Tom,
said, hey,
what's 3 things you can't give Larry Hamilton, Tom?
Let's see, a fat lip, a black eye, and a job.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. Obviously, you've now won the title, and we can't argue about that point. Our Continental Championship video crew, however, stayed on, and I want you to know that they did pick up some highlights of a very, very outstanding match with a gentleman that I greatly respect. I'm referring, of course, to the former All-American out of Tennessee, Doug Furness.
Oh, I'd like to see that one, too.
Yeah, well...
We're going to come out here and we're going to give you our expertise commentary.
Well, I